Nope, we are at the, okay, so I'm recording. That's good. I have to share my screen. All right, thank you guys for being, the morning kind of got away from me a little bit and I wasn't ready. So here we go. Well, already at the end. Apparently that was very quick work today. All right. So my friends at home, I hope you worked on your, once you left me, I hope you worked on that third paragraph, because today we're going to be working on our last paragraph. And we want to make sure that it's really helpful if you're caught up so that you aren't behind when you're trying to get it all finished. And I know how it is though. All right. I think I have all my participants. Hi, everybody who just arrived. All right, so today is our, thank you. Today is the day we're gonna finish up our essay. Tomorrow is the day we're going to revise and edit. We're gonna peer critique. We're gonna look it over. We're gonna add some linking words tomorrow. We're going to check our checklist today. Make sure that we have all of our parts inside. I remember that big checklist that we've been kind of writing things on, notes on. We're gonna look at that today and make sure that we have everything. So today is a really our finishing the writing. And I know that Mrs. Aubin's class and my class, we did some, we talked about some writing goals, some things that we are gonna work on. My kiddos wrote it on a yellow card in my homeroom. They put it on a yellow card. So I want you to think about what you and Mrs. Aubin may have talked about, what you and Mrs. Harrison, or what you wrote for Mrs. Harrison. My friends at home, you saw probably my responses to your last writing, and then that may have given you some ideas of what you want to work on today when you finish your essay. So our learning target today is I can write a concluding paragraph for my challenge contract. We talked about that concluding. What does concluding mean? What does that word mean? Because it's also, we see it in the word conclusion. The word conclude is in conclusion. Elena, what does that mean? Okay, so there was one really important word in that particular sentence that I heard. I'm going to get some other ideas and then we'll see if we hear that word again. Miss Moran? Well, conclude is inside concluding, right? What does conclude though mean? Concluding means that it's what kind of paragraph. What does conclude mean? Or that's that root word that's inside there, right? Next time, what do you think? You need it, okay. You need to put something in it. You can, okay. Max, what do you think? Say that one more time. Okay. We definitely need it in our text, yes?
It's like putting something into something. Like
putting something into
like
conclude.
For example, like if you're gonna like have a group, then you want to include other people.
Oh, include. Gotcha. So conclude is a little bit different than include, but I see but it has a similar word part, doesn't it? Okay. Where does our conclusion or our concluding paragraph go? Haley?
At the end of the sentence.
End of the sentence. So Miss Elena said not the end of a sentence. Well, not the end of a sentence, the end of a paragraph, or what are we writing right now? End of our, no. What are we writing? The essay. We're writing our contract as an essay, right? So conclude means to end, to wrap up, to end. And so Mrs. Aubin and I, when we finish a lesson, we try to wrap it up, right? We ask, how you feeling about that? And you give the learning target, and you give a thumbs up or a thumbs down or a thumbs up, depending on what we're teaching, right? We conclude our lesson checking in how you feel about things a lot of the time. We conclude our day by working on getting our planner and there's some certain things to end. Conclude means to end. So today we're writing our ending paragraph. All right, so on your checklist, we're not going to write anything down today, but I want you to go ahead and pull out your checklist on page 76 and 77. I just want you to see that it's on there, because today when you are finished, when you tell Mrs. Aubin and I, oh, I'm finished, we're going to say, take out your checklist and make sure that you have all these things. So today, this one is the conclusion, and it's W32D, which is page 76, right here, the one right here. It says, I have a conclusion. I don't think we really need to rewrite anything because you know what that means, right? You need to have a conclusion. Can you put a star next to that one to show that that's what you're going to work on today? It's the second one. It's second to last one on page 76. I don't think we need to rewrite anything. They have me rewrite. It says my conclusion tells about the child. You don't need to write that because you know what a conclusion is, right? It's a wrap-up paragraph. So when you finish today and you're going through the checklist, you're going to read, I have a conclusion that restates the focus of the piece. The focus is your challenge, right? And then you're just going to be able to say yes or no. Do I have a conclusion? You're going to say yes or no because that last column there says yes or no. So when you finish today, you're going to go back to this checklist. Tomorrow, you're going to have to prove to another person that you have all these things. But today, you have to prove it to yourself. You have to go through this and look and see, what am I missing? If you have it, you're going to write yes. If you're missing it, you can write no. But then what should you probably do?
Fix it.
You should fix it, right? You're going to fix it for sure. Yes, Miss Ellie. Don't worry about it. I bet you, if you're not sure what one of those left-hand things says, their version, just raise your hand and Mrs. Aubin and I will tell you what it meant, if you're not sure. All right, don't worry about trying to copy them all down. All right, so today, Miss Lyric just popped in, Mrs. Aubin.
I'm emailing her right
Oh, she just popped into, here.
She's telling me she can't get in.
Oh, she just did.
Hallelujah.
Yay.
Find it. So
All right, well, yeah, you're busy.
I'll still send it. So she knows I read it.
Yes, there you go. All right. Oh my goodness. I have to hide. My friends at home, I'm just going to have to hide you for just a minute. All right. So here is Mrs. Harrison and Mrs. Aubin's conclusion. It's not very long. We can handle that, right? So our conclusion, remember, is we have our whole big structure that we've been focusing on. The structure that we've been focusing on. Today, this conclusion is like the base, right? Everything else is there. Conclusion is holding it all up, saying, telling the reader, this is really the idea I want you to get from all of this that I've written so far, I've written. So see if this, you are the readers now, see if this tells you, if this wraps up my whole rest of my essay and kind of tells you, what is it I really need you to know? Cooking can be challenging, but it's an important life skill. I'm going to become a better chef by finding new recipes and using a variety of healthy ingredients. My family will be thrilled to try new foods and feel good knowing they ate a healthy meal. Does that pretty much sum up what all of my other paragraphs were about?
Yes.
Yep. It didn't have to be very long. It just needed to tell us what was the challenge, why it's a challenge, and then it says, I want to become a better chef. What's the word chef mean? You're going to find something in your conclusion today, and you're going to have to find a word that describes a person who does this skill. All right. So what does chef mean? Madison?
I think it means like someone who cooks.
Someone who cooks, exactly. Today, you are going to say a sentence very similar. I'm going to become a better, and depending on what your paragraph is about, could be better biker, could be dirt biker, could be better dancer, could be better mathematician, could be better, what, Ellie? Swimmer? Artist, yes. Art, I forgot, yours is about art, you're right. Art, better swimmer, better, Henrik, what's yours about? What's your whole essay about? What is it? Oh, the sister. So I'll be a better peacemaker or a better brother. You could even just say a better brother, right? Because you're about how not to argue with your sister, right? So I want you to start thinking about what's that word that's going to go in there that's going to describe you. Now, chef is really a professional person who cooks. But if I do these things and I look up all those new recipes, you think my family will see me as a chef? Yeah, instead of just shoving in some chicken nuggets into the oven, is that a chef? Anybody can do that, right? Practically, that's an easy one. Well, somebody who's old enough to use the oven, right? But is that so? Oh, wait.
Use the microwave.
Okay, thank you. So I want you to think about that because you're going to add that to your last paragraph here. Yes, Miss Madison.
So if I say tapping can be a challenge, but it's an
Ooh.
important life skill.
Okay, well, you don't. Is it an important life skill? You think so? Okay, good.
So when I say I am going to become a better tapper.
You could say is tapper a word that is really used? Okay, then yeah, for sure. Or you could say dancer or tap dancer. You could say tap dancer.
She's
Well,
doing dance too.
Well, but you were talking about all the different taps. Yeah, you could say tap dancer. I know that Miss Liz is also a tap dancer as well.
She works
Look, she's gonna see if there's even a more professional word than that for you. All right. So you're thinking about what kind of word goes. Oh, yes, my friends. My friend at home, what did you have?
I said I do tap too.
You do tap too? Oh, nice.
He's in my
Oh,
class.
yes, Robert, you're right.
He's in my class.
I know your mom is really good at that as well, huh?
He's in my class.
All right. Thank you, Miss Aubin. So my friends at home, I was thinking about your various things that and for Astria, you're going to say a better reader, right? You're going to stick in better reader. And Logan, I did it. I did put a lunch order in. Maybe I put it in the wrong spot, perhaps, maybe, but yeah, I did. Sorry, friends.
Maybe it's me. Okay, I'll take care of it.
Well, here's mine. Well, sorry guys. Lunch emergency. All right, so so can everybody at home give me a thumbs up if you can think of the word that you're going to fit in there that has to do with what kind of professional you'll be for your situation. Logan, you're not sure? All right, so Logan, I know I've shared it with me, but I've also read about 42 essays. Can you remind me? Can you unmute and remind me about what yours is about again? Oh, chores, right? Yours is chores. So you could say, I'm going to become a better family member, because are you doing the chores for your family? Or you could a responsible family member. You could say that, or more helpful family member. Would that work? Mrs. Aubin is throwing in all kinds of ideas. All right, Jensen, what word would fit for yours?
Expert.
Experts. Love it. Leo, do you have a good word that you can use? You're going to become a better what?
Divider.
Oh, okay. Divider. Mathematician. You could say mathematician too. Awesome. Good job. Haley, do you have an idea? Miss Haley, swimmer. Is that yours? Was yours swimming? Yeah. Okay. Miss Isabella, what are you going to put? I think you might need to put that down for the moment, my friends. Thank you. Miss Isabella, do you have an idea what you're going to put in for your concluding paragraph? Gamer, better what?
I actually changed my paragraph to room cleaning.
Oh, okay. So what would you put? A better
family member?
Family member, more, okay. Cleaner or a more helpful family member, maybe? Or clean room owner? You could put all kinds of things. What? Mrs. Aubin is giving her 2 cents in here, my friends. I tell you. Miss Clara. Oh, Miss Clara, you were there. What word would you use? I'm going to become a better
Cleaner.
Okay. All right. That works. Abby? Did I screw it up?
No? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, better housekeeper? How about that? Better housekeeper. That's the word we needed, right? And Charlie, you can put better swimmer, right?
And
So-
Isabel can put room cleaner.
And room cleaner, housekeeper. All right. So I'm going to go back just a minute because I clicked on a whole bunch of stuff. So now that we have an idea of what we're going to use, here we go. So what does a concluding paragraph do? Okay, it tells about our challenges and our strategies. It tells about what, and so this has reading, but it could be whatever your subject is, why it's important, and what you're going to do and to be better at it. So they have this word that they love to use. It's proficient. Proficient, we're going to put better instead of proficient. But proficient just means that you are doing what is expected at your level. So I'm going to cross that out and put better. Become a better blank by working to overcome your challenges and so forth. All right. So I know that some of you are a little behind and don't have all of your ideas in paragraph maybe 2 or 3. Where in your workbook should you have your sentence stems to help you with if you're not finished with those other paragraphs? Haley.
You have your paragraphs on pages 78 and 79.
So page 17. No, actually 78 and 79 have our sentence stems. So my friends at home, if you need your sentence stems, because I don't have them up here because I think it was confusing some of you, to have too many sentence stems on the board. So if you're not done with paragraph 3, say, you know that you can go back to page 79 and have those sentence stems. These are the sentence stems we're going to have for today. And I'm just going to fix one little thing before I try to fix something before I put the sentence stems. So I would like everybody, for just a moment, I want you to, in your head, I want you to read along with me, but I want you in your head to think about what you're going to put in those blanks. Because some of you are making this way too hard by making up your own stuff. And I'm going to cross this out. Hey, look, it worked. I know. I haven't done this in such a long time. I wasn't sure it was gonna, but it did. All right. So think about what your what your topic is, right? So in your head, think about blank. Can be challenging, but it's an important skill because, no, in your head, think about what you're gonna, in your head, why is it an important skill? You're making a sentence right now, Henrik. You're thinking about why getting along with your sister is an important skill. Everybody right now, because in a minute you're going to turn to a friend and you're going to tell them what this sentence, you're going to, so everybody have a plan?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to become a better,
Answer.
nope, just do it in your head. By working to overcome my challenges, this will help me blank and blank. Remember how we had 2 things that we were working on, right? So where do we find those? This is where page 72 comes in now, right? This will help me. Think about the 2 things it's going to help you do. Everybody look at page 72. Everybody look at page 72. Everybody look at page 72. Ben, you're everybody. Look at page 72. Oh, I was going to do that tomorrow, but if,
She did it yesterday.
yeah, that's fine. Page 72. What 2 things are going to fit in? This will help me blank and blank. Haley, what would your sentence be?
Is it the blue one or the yellow one?
It's both. It's the yellow and blue one on the left-hand side. This will help me have better recipes and have healthier meals. I chose, okay, so look at that. All right, so Madison, what would your sentence be? This will help me do
do
better 4-count
for a
For
4-count
riffs and
opinions that will help me
and
see.
help you practice? Okay, so this will help me do 4-count riffs better and practice, right? Practice, okay? Mr. Max, what would your sentence say? This will help me keep the ball in front of me and throw the runner out. Okay, so that last one, this one's really our yellow idea and our blue idea. All right? Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do, and my friends that are at home, I want you to be able to see this, but I also want you to be able to talk to each other. So make sure that you have the screen up. I'm going to put my friends in breakout groups of people of 2. I want you to tell your partner, whoever you are, just talk to somebody near you. I want you to read this paragraph, but with your stuff in it. All right? I want you can read it right from the board, but I want you to stick in your own words that belong there. All right? So if I'm partners with Gabe, I'm going to say, cooking can be challenging, but it's an important skill because my family needs to eat. I'm going to become a better chef by working to overcome my challenges. This will help me make healthier meals and have more, a variety of yummy things to eat. So that's what I'm going to do. And then Gabe's going to tell me what his paragraph's going to say. He's going to fill in the blanks. Can you help each other if somebody doesn't know how to say what they're going to say? Can you help each other? Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. And I'm going to go ahead and, hi, Miss Lyric. Nice to see you. All right. So Miss Lyric, I know you don't have your work with you. I mean, you know, you have your work with you. Yay! Oh, look at that smile. Miss Lyric, I love it because I can see your smile. I don't think I've ever seen you without your mask on. So I only know what you look like from here up. So I'm so glad to see you. Yes, oh my, so nice, my friend. Not that anybody else isn't just as lovely. I just am used to seeing the rest of you without your masks on, but not Miss Lyric. All right, I'm gonna put you in some breakout groups. Do you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna read that paragraph. I'm gonna have it up I'm gonna have it up so you can see it. All right. I want you to read that paragraph, but Ben, you're going to put your things in it, right? You're going to read with your challenge. Haley's going to put swimming in there and so forth. Lila's going to put her ideas in. Isabella's going to do her new one. Robert's going to talk about his. Okay, is everybody ready for their job? All right. All right, let's see how many breakout groups I need. I think I'm gonna go with that many and we'll see how it looks. Oh boy. Trying to figure out where Mrs. Aubin is. Okay, there's one group with 3, so you guys will just have to share. All right, you guys will have to be helpful. All right, here you go.
Can we start?
Let me get my this back up so you can see it.
And you guys can let me know there's another breakfast. They didn't.
Okay. Oh, thank you. All right. So with the partners, share your ideas.
Okay.
Who doesn't have a partner?
Oh, I like Christmas. This one. Here, I'll give you one of my Can be challenging, but it is did you say that's because and then
They're right about that Haley Lila. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, we'll do it. Give them 30 seconds.
Give me a thumbs up if you have your paragraph popcorn.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Someone say why.
Okay.
Is it over?
Give me a thumbs up if you were able to verbally say your conclusion. How did we do? Voices up. Thank you. We should only hear Mrs. Oven. I see lots of thumbs up at home. One sideways. Jensen, do you want to tell us?
Thank you, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to help. Jensen, are you up or sideways? Good job, Ethan. Lyra, it looks like everybody had fun.
He likes to play around.
Okay, thank you, my friends. All right, so at this point, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ask you to do. Go ahead and open up your Chromebooks, or if in your case, open up that other tab and open up, make sure you have open your Google Doc. And I want you to do just what you said out loud, but I want you to type it, that last paragraph. If you aren't finished with paragraph 2 or 3, then you're going to need to use those sentence stems on page 78 and 79 to help you. But today's should just be using the sentence stems right here, okay? Everybody should be able to type these sentence stems right into their article, right into their work.
Are you gonna set them off or put them on?
Which would you prefer?
I would like to meet with 2 of them.
Okay, which,
Right now, if I put in my room, Charlie
and Lila, okay, Astria. All right, so Astria and Charlie Van Rickley, you are going to,
Lila Morris.
and Lila Morris. You guys, the 3 of you need to stay on in a minute. Mrs. Aubin's going to talk to you.
And Gavin.
And Gavin. Okay, so let's try this again. Gavin, Astria, Lila Morris, and Charlie Van Rickley. Sorry, apparently I can only remember 3 things. The 4th one is lost to me. So the 4 of you need to stay on at when I release everybody else. But I want everybody to make sure that they understand what your job is. Should your Finn, you should be yep, you should be focused. Everybody should be able to type this paragraph, right? It's right here. All you have to do is add in those extra words that you just told your friend, right? This is your last paragraph. When you, and if you haven't finished the earlier paragraphs, obviously you're gonna have to do that, right? You're gonna have to go back and add your other paragraphs. The sentence stems are on page 78 and page 79. So if you are not sure, Finn, go sit down. If you are not sure, you are going to have to go back there and check. When you are done today, when you are like, and especially these people at home, when you think you are done, guess what? You're not yet, because you're going to have your checklist on page 76 and 77. Remember the checklist? The checklist, you have to go back to the checklist. Thank you, Miss Elena. You're going to go back to the checklist and you are going to make sure that you have those, everything that's on that list. All right. People at home, I really want you to see this. Okay. So on page 76 and 77, this checklist here that we wrote all those words on, you need to write yes or no on here if you have it. Don't just look at it and go, oh yeah, I have an introduction, I'm done. It says I have an introduction that gives important information needed to understand the piece. If you think so, yes, then you can write yes in the corner. If you, however, don't think you've done that, you should go back and work on your introduction, okay? Today is your last day to type. Tomorrow we're gonna move on to revising and editing and peer critiquing. All right, so you really have to work hard. I'm giving you a lot of time to continue to work, okay? All right, hold on, Miss Debbie, just 1 second. My friends at home, is there anybody who needs to know anything, has any questions? Give me a thumbs up if you understand what your job is. Okay, looking for thumbs up. Robert, do you know what your job is? All right, Ben, do you know what your job is?
Yes, I know what my job is.
All right. Johnson, you know what your job is? All right. Gavin, do you know what your job is? This last paragraph. Hey, and then what Miss Lyric, do you have this to copy, right? You have this to recopy. Haley, Miss Astria, good job, Haley, thank you. All right, making sure that everybody knows what they're gonna do. One more check on my friend Isabella. All right, hopefully, I can't see her, but I hope she's good. All right, if you feel like you know what you're ready to do and you're ready to go type, this page is on my slideshow, so you can just go to this page and add it, and put your sentences in. If you think you're ready to go, except for Gavin, stay on.
Lila Morris, Gavin, and Reese, or not Reese, sorry.
Astria?
Charlie, Astria, Gavin, and Lila. Can I
All right.
please see you four?
And everybody else can go, and I'll see you guys later. See you tomorrow. Or actually, I'll see you later today.
Bye.
And if you just stop your sharing of your screen, that would be awesome,
I
Mrs.
will.
Harrison, and then leave me on.
Yes, I will stop. Oh, stop sharing. I'm going to stop recording.